Mart is stumped. His human brain has gone completely blank. It's his job to come up with fun games for people to play, but he just can't think of anything. What should he do? Just then, a tiny creature appeared on his desk. It was small enough to fit in the palm of his hand, with big, curious eyes, fuzzy orange hair, and wings like a dragonfly. "Hello," said Mart. "Who are you?" The little creature tilted its head and replied in a surprisingly deep voice, "I am an idea fairy. I grant ideas to those who have run out." "Oh, that's wonderful," said Mart. "I have run out. Can you help me?" "Of course," said the fairy. And with a wave of its magic wand, it gave Mart an idea, then poof, it vanished. The idea was so exciting, so wonderful, so original, Mart could barely contain himself. He ran into the playroom and shouted, "Come on, kids, come on, I have a game for you." The children stopped their game of tag and gathered around Mart. "It's a game called Exploding Kittens," he announced. "You place these kittens on a table and then you take turns pulling on their tails. But be careful, because the last kitten has a nasty surprise." The kids loved it. They laughed, they screamed, and they begged Mart to play again and again. When they finally went home, Mart was exhausted. An idea fairy had given him the greatest game in the world. All he had to do now was make sure it didn't kill them. Of course, that would be easy. He went back to his office, sat down at his desk, and reached for the phone. He needed more ideas. He dialed a number. "Hello, toy company." "Yes, I need 1,000 exploding kittens, please." The next day, the office was filled with exploding kittens. There must have been at least 20 boxes. Mart started to lose hope. How was he ever going to test this thing? Then he heard a familiar voice. "Need a hand?" It was the idea fairy. "I see you have my gift set up here. Are you ready to start testing?" "Actually," said Mart, "I was wondering if you could give me some more ideas. These exploding kittens are great, but I need some more toys to sell." The idea fairy looked disappointed. "I only gave you one idea. You aren't supposed to ask for more, but I need more ideas," said Mart. "My company depends on it." The idea fairy waved its magic wand. "Very well, I shall give you another idea." Then poof, it vanished. And what was the idea? It was a toy that looked like a harmless teddy bear, but had sharp metal teeth and claws and was covered with real live bees. Children would pay extra to have their names written on the stomach of the bee. The idea was terrifying, but Mart loved it. This was the most exciting toy ever. He immediately got to work setting it up, placing beehive after beehive on the shelf until once again his office was filled with teddy bears. Then the idea fairy appeared. "Ready to test?" "Not quite," said Mart. "I want to get some more ideas first." The idea fairy shook its head sadly. "You are forgetting something. I only gave you 2 ideas. Asking for more is strictly forbidden." I know," said Mart, "but I'm desperate. My company needs more ideas. Just one more." The idea fairy hesitated. Seeing how much trouble Mart was in, it decided to make an exception. "Very well," it said, "I shall give you one more idea." And with that, it vanished. Poof, Mart found himself standing in a dark, dank dungeon with a sign above him that read, "Beware of silly string." He rubbed his eyes and suddenly everything made sense. This wasn't an idea, it was a trap. The idea fairy had tricked him. All this time, Mart had been yelling and screaming, trying to free himself from the sticky string. Finally, he broke free and stumbled out of the dungeon. In the distance, he saw the idea fairy waving its magic wand. "You shouldn't have asked for more ideas," it cackled. "Now your life will be filled with silly string forever, to be continued."